Welcome, celestial beings. Thank you so much for tuning into the channel. This is going to be a general reading for the collective, so not all messages are going to resonate with everybody. Just take what information fits and leave the rest. There's some interesting things in the description box for the collective. And if you want to continue to support the channel, watch this video all the way through, interact, share, and or subscribe if you haven't done so already. Just know that with the cameras off, I've done all the things, and while the camera's on, I am ready to get down to business. With that being said, let's talk about it. So the energies that I'm picking up on, for those in this collective who this may resonate with, I feel like that there is a long overdue conversation between two individuals. Okay, in regards to where you stand. Okay, so you're one of the individuals. I'm sorry. And this conversation is in regards to where you stand currently with this person in this situation. I feel like the conversation had something to do with like reciprocation, the give and take of, whatever it is, or one person giving more than the other. Or someone could be at their wits' end about constantly giving and not receiving back what you put out. Okay, if I could put it in a better perspective, I feel like the conversation between you and this person is, like I said, one, long overdue. But this is somebody who's been in your circle, in your life, for some time. Okay, decades. And if it hasn't been decades, it's been quite a long time. You guys have been working at this either relationship, partnership, however this is, or I don't know if this is a family member, but a lot of time has passed. Okay, and for some of you, you want to know where this is leading to. What are you guys going to do next? Because it can't continue in the state that which it's in. Some of you people, ooh, I don't like the way they even came out. Some of my collective been knowing this individual since childhood, or you grew up together, or high school sweethearts, things like that. So there's time in this partnership, relationship, whatever is going on here. Okay, the only thing about it is, I feel like that there's another player at hand, or there's somebody else here that oversees. Somebody either has influence or input over this, or is the reason this conversation is taking place. Okay, somebody is feeling left out, and it could be this other individual. I really feel like that there's somebody else involved, and they are feeling left out. Now, I don't know, like in a family dynamic, if this other person, this other relative or whoever this is involved, has always felt like that they never been included, or they don't always be included, or they constantly get left out, while you and this other person is, always making plans, making decisions, always deciding to do stuff together, and this person is feeling left out. But there's the energy of there's somebody else, and I feel like that they are significant as well, but they always don't feel included. This person feels like either you or the counterpart, per se, constantly judges them or constantly stay on them. There's something about judgment being here with this person. If this is a romantic relationship, there is a third party individual who is the catalyst of this conversation that you're having with another party. Okay, they definitely don't feel included. They're definitely feeling left out. This, whoever this third party is somebody who's been along the way, or they could be the person from childhood, or from the past, who has a history with you, or they are somewhere in this, they're not feeling included. This could be a love affair. And this third party person is really feeling left out. Somebody is worried about something or fearing something is going to happen because of this, and the judgment that is being placed on somebody else, or somebody is judging because something should have ended, something should have changed, something should have ended a long time ago, and it didn't. Okay? And it didn't. And even in a situation like if this is a romantic situation and the third party person who's feeling out left out, they're worried that whatever you guys have established is not going to make it into another, it's going to end. Okay? They're worried. They're up at night. They're stressing. It's something about them having such a high level of anxiety about what's going on, or being in this third party, or something done developed with this person. And you could be up all night, you can be fearing something, you can be having anxiety, and this could be of whatever, getting back to your counterpart. And this definitely can be at play. But at the end of the day, somebody is placing judgment or passing judgment on somebody, the situation, and it's not looking too pretty. Somebody's world, or somebody's world, has either drastically changed, something's been found out to cause this change. It feels like chaos and destruction, that type of situation. Because of this, it can be an affair, or like I said, if this is a family dynamic, is somebody in the family who doesn't feel like they get the same treatment as everybody else. They really feeling left out and judged. Yeah. God, a lot of repeating cards down here. Where are we going with this? This is something that's out here, or this is a question at hand. Where are we going with this? Where are we going from this day forward? Is this worth salvaging? Is this worth moving forward with? Okay, somebody feels trapped in this situation. Somebody wants out. Somebody feels like they can't be themselves with this other person. In a family dynamic, this could be why this person is feeling so judged. It's like every time they try to be who they are, you and this other person. So it can be mom and dad, and this could be a child. That kind of situation. So put it how it fits. They feel like that they're being judged by you guys so much, and they can't be themselves, that they either isolate themselves, they don't want to come around. And again, they don't feel included. Okay. If this is a romantic relationship, it could be the third party saying, hey, I can't do this no more. So we either gonna tell such and such, or we gonna tell such and such, and that's where a lot of the chaos and stuff is gonna begin. Or they kind of like giving you an ultimatum, and this can have your whole world crashing down. You know what I'm saying? Type situation. But somebody is feeling like they can't be themselves. They boxed in. The input don't matter. The input don't matter. This is a lot of cards that fell out, so we're gonna keep shuffling. But they don't want, somebody definitely doesn't want to be there anymore, or they don't want to be around the judgment, or they don't want to be around to see what's going to happen next. All right. Okay. A lot of conflict. This can be arguments. The discussions may not be going so great. So much so we got the Nine of Swords down here again. It's like, maybe this isn't a conversation. Maybe this is a freaking argument. Okay. Somebody can't take it. This is stressing them out. It's too much. It's too much. But I believe that the conversation started about how much somebody is not putting into something, or how somebody's not reciprocating something, or something like that, or one person is more of a giver than the other one, and the other person just take. Somebody feels stuck in something that they don't want to be in. Okay. Definitely feel stuck in something they don't want to be in. Got the hangman. They don't feel like that they're so okay. First of all, should we move on? Should we try to salvage this? Should we try to go forward with this? Right? Is a question up in the air because of the bickering, the arguing, the conflict, and things of that nature. We're asking the questions, but somebody really, really feels stuck. And instead of truly expressing how they feel in the situation, I feel like it's making it worse, not speaking up, not telling the truth. I want to see more. Um, because I want to see if there's underlying a person feeling like what they're going to lose out on, and if it has any financial undertones under it. If this is the reason why they won't leave, or the other reason why they feel stuck is because of this child or whoever this other person is, that if it's like a family dynamic situation, is somebody you care for. Okay, so you may still be there. If this is you feeling stuck, you may still be there for this child. And in some instances, it could be like a teenager or young adult, type situation. It doesn't have to be like a toddler or anything like that. Definitely a decision has to be made. There's definitely a decision that has to be made, and for in a romantic situation, this is a situation of having to choose one or the other, or lose them both. One or the other, and lose them both. Balance this out, completing out something, finishing this, doing this one last time. All of those types of energies is down here. Of course, in the third party situation, the third party is feeling stuck in the middle. If this is a family dynamic, the child could also feel like they're the cause, or they feel stuck in the middle. What is the plans moving forward? What are we going to do? What is ending? So is the third party situation going to end? Is this bickering going to end? Is the conflict going to end? Is the relationship, the marriage, the partnership, is that going to end? Something is ending, because something is ending because of the kind of, I don't like saying the word chaos, but it feels chaotic. It feels chaotic because it is chaotic. And this has definitely changed somebody. In the romantic situation, the other party involved, your partner, okay, they've changed. They're different. They may even be saying that you are acting different. You've changed. And like they picking up on it. You're not the same. Remember, somebody wants out anyway. Somebody feels stuck. Somebody don't want to be in this situation. But I believe the underlying question is, what kind of disruption, or will this person just walk away and don't cause any problems, or are they gonna do some destruction and do some crazy stuff before they get up out of there? I feel like that's part of the worrying, the stress, and the anxiety that somebody has. On one hand, somebody doesn't want their part of they don't want this to end for them. They have really deep feelings for you. Okay? So, what if they do something that you would probably look like I never thought they had it in them? This person is feeling really lonely. And this can be in either situation, family dynamic or romantic situation. This other person is feeling very, very lonely. Again, they're being left out and everything. They want to be included, or they want to be number one, not number two. Oh, that's a whole lot of cards. I feel like because like your involvement in this, I feel like that the problem is it can no longer be swept under a rug. It can no longer be this situation needs to be given the attention that it needs so something can get resolved. That is the best way I can put it. It no longer can be not looked at or not worked on. It's like somebody need to do something. I'm over here getting mad. Somebody needs to do something. Somebody need to decide. Somebody needs to sever. Somebody, okay? That's the problem. You got, I feel like the energy is you have one person who do want to work on it, but it's the reason why they want to work on it. While the other one is done. The other person is done. Or you may be the person that's done, and your counterpart wants to work on it, but you don't have anything else to give to it. You know what I'm saying? So when you gonna tell them? Or why haven't you told them? And I get it. It's not that easy because this has history. Okay? So yes, it's not easy, but I'm just saying out loud the questions that I'm hearing that's being thrown out there, or people are thinking. These are the questions, okay? Not to pick at you or to down you, not placing judgment, but even you could be asking yourself, just why won't I just leave, or why won't I just say how I truly feel? Why won't I just do it? And I'm sure you have your reasons. Okay? And it looks like that it does have some financial undertones to it. Somebody is somebody is stable where they're at financially. I'm hearing somebody has a lot to lose if they walk away right now. Somebody has a lot to lose. What we got? Yes, buddy. There are investments of time, investments of, putting whatever you put into this relationship. And again, it is some financial undertones. This is highlighting that it's definitely a counterpart type of relationship. in the midst of this can't be, you can't turn a can't turn a blind eye to this. This is going to have to be dealt with. It really does. It's at it's at this point where that decision is going to have to be made, point blank period. And this is the energy, this is where we are in this. That decision, it has to be made. It's been a lot of, somebody's trying to rely on their faith. It's a lot of praying, trying to get the answers to this. Somebody is definitely wanting more from this than what you're willing to give, or what you're wanting to, yeah, what you're willing to give, because you're gonna lose a lot more leaving than if you stay with this other person. I feel like that they know that, they feel that, and that's why they can get a little bit reckless trying to close this out, trying to end this. I'm going to get the final words here. Yeah, somebody wants to know where we're going with this. What we going to do? Because somebody wants to stay in a commitment. Somebody wants a commit, more of a commission. Commission. Well, somebody's wanting more of a committed relationship, more than what a person, the person can give. And somebody want to save their relationship or their marriage or their partnership. I feel like it's just the third party. Relationship wise, it's just the third party. We don't know what they got planned. We don't know their agenda. We don't know how far they already take this. The family dynamic, that baby, I call all kids babies, even grown adult kids, but that baby just want to be seen, heard, and understood. That's all it is. I don't feel like that they want to cause any problems. Ooh, I got chills. Okay, so I don't feel like that they don't want to cause any problems. They just want you to understand that they're feeling left out. They feeling misunderstood. They don't feel seen, and this is just highlighting that whatever you're going through with your significant other, this child is feeling like it's taking a toll on them as well. Either their relationship with you directly, or, their parent or whomever, you know what I'm saying? It's affecting them, where you two guys are in your relationship, and how y'all relationship, like the conflicts and the arguments and stuff like that, is affecting them. Okay, so the baby need to be seen, understood, and heard, and checked on. Please check on that baby, please. That baby may be the one that's doing all the praying, Yeah, we got movement, choices, and decisions that have to be made. It's a lot that needs to be done. Okay, so just confirming that there's movement that has to be. We got to move on this. We can't act like it's not happening. We just can't. We got to make that difficult decision. That's already been out here. Okay, and there's some choices to make. Some hard ass choices to make. What is this? In your current situation, it's simply love. Okay, when it comes to the child, the baby, whoever, the adult child, the teenager, the young adult, whatever, when it comes to them, they simply want love. They want you to show them that you love them. We, as parents, we may not say it often. We ain't passing out hugs and, the things that we do for anybody. They're supposed to just know how we feel. Well, everybody don't operate like that. Everybody can't just see that. Some people need the reassurance. Some people need the physical touch. Some people need to hear, right? So I feel like that there's conversations that need to be had with this child, and reassurance that you do love them, you do see them, and you do understand. What other messages? And also, I'm hearing this. If not only has this is history with somebody, but this, whatever's happening next, or whatever is going to happen next, and whatever you do decide, is going to take time. Once the decision is made, so whatever work you're going to have to put into whatever going forward, it's going to take time for things to either align, get better. For some people, starting over, it's going to take some time, whatever happens. Whew. This one's heavy for me, y'all. Just because in one of these situations, there's a child involved. We got your third eye chakra. You could have always known it was going to come to this moment. You could have been picking up on stuff, things of that nature. But I do feel like that you always knew it was going to be a crossroad somewhere. And here it is. Here's this crossroad. So, your counterpart really feels like you guys are like a soul tie. Y'all are spiritually, this is spiritual. Or you could have felt like that this partnership, I don't know what caused the veer off, okay, but your actual committed relationship that you're in feels like a spiritual union for someone. If it could be you, it could be both of y'all. It always felt spiritual. And that's why it could be so hard to make these decisions. There is 666 down here, whatever that means for you in this moment. I always like to reiterate that it's not the devil. It's usually successful winning energy. So whatever this means for you in that moment, is 666. The bottom of the deck, spiritual strength. Again, like I said before, somebody's been doing a lot of praying. Somebody's been doing a lot of asking for help, actually, in regards to this situation. So just know that this energy is out here as well. So take your time, make those important decisions. You do have to act on this. You can't wait any longer. And this is the start of whatever chapter and new journey that's going to be going on in your life. At the end of the day, you know what you have to work on. You'll work on it, and I'm not worried about you because I know you got this. You're going to do what is necessary and what is needed. And until next time, I love you, I love you, I love you.